Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Matt down in the catacombs, and I am just as happy as a clam.
Clam?
Happy as a clam. I'm happy as a clam. The year of mercy is kicking off with gusto.
Right.
Here on the Feast of the Immaculate Conception. Now, Archbishop Fisichella, who is the president of the Pontifical Council for promoting the new evangelization, which is fun. I love that new evangelization stuff. He provided sort of an explanation of what are being called the missionaries of mercy, and how Pope Francis intends to use these missionaries. I guess they're going to send like stormtroopers. These missionaries of mercy are going to come out. They're really not looking for repentance, I guess. They just want to dispense mercy at every level. Well, I'll read what he says here. But on Ash Wednesday 2016, for example, 100 U.S. priests, these missionaries of mercy, will receive a mandate from the Holy Father to be preachers of mercy and confessors full of mercy. Full of mercy. They will receive from the Holy Father the faculty to forgive even those sins reserved to the Holy See. Now get this, Rob, this is exciting. These sins include violation or profanation of the Holy Eucharist according to Canon 1367, which the Archbishop says occurs much more frequently than one might think, end quote. Especially now that they want to give communion to divorced and remarried public adulterers. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. It also includes absolution of an accomplice in a sin against the sixth commandment, which is canon number 1378. Now, if you're divorced and remarried, I would think you might come into that category as well. I'm not sure. And the physical violence on the Roman pontiff, which is canon 1370, which to Archbishop Fisichella includes criticisms of the Holy Father. Because, quote, sometimes words too are rocks and stones, and therefore I believe some of these sins too are far more widespread than we might think, end quote. As I read this, if you criticize the Holy Father, it's the same now as assaulting him physically. And
The stormtroopers will forgive us.
they will forgive us even for that.
Okay.
So to criticize the Holy Father, who by the way, has blasted away at faithful Catholics and pious priests as neo-Pelagian fundamentalists himself from time to time, but to criticize him is a sin requiring special dispensation from the Holy Father for priests to forgive these sins. So this, to me, seems like another page right out of the Obama playbook. Don't question the big guy, and if you do, you're really going to be in trouble. Don't question the agenda, whatever. I don't really care anymore. This just seems to be completely out of control. So, to celebrate the kickoff of the Year of Mercy, which is really a year of amnesty as far as I can read it, since contrition, repentance, and lifestyle change are evidently not part of this whole equation, the Remnant is going to be setting up an online petition begging Pope Francis to either change course dramatically or to renounce the Petrine office. Now, I realize this is shocking, without precedent, and I literally hate that we have come to the point now where this just seems like the last-ditch best hope that we can possibly do. Encourage the Holy Father to resign rather than to continue this madness. And so I would encourage all of our readers to go to our website, remnantnewspaper.com, this week, right now, read our explanation for why this act of desperation is, in our opinion, absolutely necessary, and please sign this petition. We don't anticipate that the Holy Father is going to step down because of it, but as we see it, we have to make it be known. They have to see in Rome that there's a certain percentage of Catholics who are so disenfranchised by what's happening that they're actually calling for Pope Francis to resign. So please, folks, I know this is an extraordinary step. I don't know what else to do. We have to make our voices heard. So please stop by our site, our website, and sign this petition. It's anonymous, it's free, and at least it's a start. In the meantime, pray for Pope Francis, and may God have mercy on us, on our children, and on his church. I'm Michael Mann at the Remnant Underground, and we will see you next week.